What is up, people? It is me, Monster58. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Previously, we ended up making our way mainly through the south of Fuchsia City, Route 19, Route 20, around these routes, headed towards Cinnabar Island, because that is going to be our next destination after this destination. And today, what we are going to be doing is very simply going to be exploring the Seafoam Islands, as this is a major destination that we have to end up going. Well, not necessarily we have to. But to get back to Pallet Town, to get to Cinnabar Island, we technically do have to go through here. So at the end of the day, yeah, we're just going to make our way through the Seafoam Islands today. And there's, like I told you in the last episode, if you watched last episode, there's a reason why I saved this. And that last episode was rather short, is because we're going to be going through and mainly focusing on this dungeon today. We put Bubby back in the Pokeball, and so we're just going to walk around here with Jen now. We haven't had Jen out in a while, and Jen doesn't run super fast like Mankey does. So, everyone, welcome to the Seafoam Islands. In the Seafoam Islands, there's a bunch of new Pokemon that you can catch here, one of them being this Pokemon, Jynx. Jynx is an Ice and Psychic type Pokemon. It's decently bulky, I think it's decently quick, and obviously learns Psychic and Ice type moves, so Ice Beam, you know, Thunder, yeah, also learns Thunderbolt, Psychic as well. Shadow Ball is also a move that this thing can learn. Between both versions of the game, this Pokemon is not, there's no Pokemon that are version exclusive, so anything that you can encounter in Let's Go Eevee it will also be able to be encountered in Let's Go Pikachu. Alright, let's see what Jynx has to say. Appears to move in the rhythm of its own as if it were dancing. It wiggles its hips as it walks. Alright, we got a Jynx here, very nice. What we're gonna do here, so we got ice puzzles here, and obviously ice puzzles are always annoying. Ice Heal, which makes sense for being in here. Let's take on this Picnicker, and we're going to talk about the encounters here. So, well, actually, let's just do this right now. So, one of them is also Seal and its evolution of Dugong. They're very average Pokemon. Their stats really aren't all that great, even when this thing evolves into Dugong and it gets that Sub-Ice typing. But the benefit is you get the Sub-Ice typing, which means you get the same type attack bonus, you get Stab for, like, Ice Beam and Blizzard and stuff like that. But other than that, I mean, I'm not really impressed. They can be decent bulky Pokemon. But if you're looking for bulky Pokemon, there's actually a better Pokemon that you can catch in this cave. And that's going to be Slowpoke as well as its evolution of Slowbro. Both of those Pokemon are Water and Psychic. Very similar type. Even when pushing blocks with Strong Push, Pokemon can get in the way. That happens to use your Repel so I can get back to pushing with no. I guess that is an issue in this game. I didn't even think about that. But regardless, Slowpoke and Slowbro have a similar typing to Jynx. Obviously, Jynx is Ice and Psychic. Slowbro and Slowpoke are Water and Psychic. But the nice thing about we also have Strength puzzles. That's not. I meant to put, and I did not mean to walk. Okay, so yes, you can fall through those holes. I totally did not mean to fall through them. I was trying to actually push the stone. But what I was trying to say is Slowbro and Slowpoke are bulky. They hit decently hard. They're very slow, obviously indicative of their names. But they are also extremely bulky, both on the physical as well as the special side. So these are Pokemon I would not take lightly. They also have a nice wide array of moves with both of the typings that they have. But other than that, the only major issue I see with Slowpoke and Slowbro is that they do have a plethora amount of weaknesses. Now, not all of those types are super common, but at the end of the day, that's one thing to be wary of with the Slowpoke family as a whole, is that being part Psychic, just like Starmie, it doesn't take anything away from the Water typing. It doesn't necessarily benefit it in terms of defensive typing. Speaking of Slowpoke, let's catch one right now. But yeah. The other encounters that you can get in here, one of them is going to be, well, that family of Shelder and its evolution of Cloyster. They're okay. They actually have really good physical defense, and they hit decently hard special attacking wise, and they're also pretty slow. But the only issue is that they're that they're psychic. My God, I can't think. They're Ice and Water, and Cloyster and Shelder are mainly physical walls. And when you're thinking of a Pokemon typing that's a physical wall, Ice isn't exactly the greatest. So I didn't read the Pokédex entry. That's my fault there. But yeah, that's an issue that I would have with that. I did not mean to walk. Oh man, this is gonna be a trend for today. Oh, hey, a Slowbro. Let's catch this guy. Okay, we got the Slowbro. We'll try and read the Pokédex entry for this guy. Yeah, being part ice, I don't like that, especially when you're weak to like rock, steel, and fighting, and all those tend to be, well, fighting and rock tend to be pretty common as coverage, so it's not really great. Lives lazily by the sea. If the shelter on its tail comes off, it becomes a slowpoke again. Yeah, which is a radically different design from the shelter that we obviously know just from like the game and stuff like that we've seen, right? Obviously, if we see a shelter, I'll definitely catch it. But yeah. All right, let's make our way through. And you can also encounter Golbat and Zubat in here, so if you're looking to use a Crobat on your team, you can absolutely do that. Which, as a Pokemon, I'm definitely happy they added back into Legend ZA with the DLC, the Mega Dimension DLCs. They added back Zubat, Golbat, and as well as Crobat, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so Zubat, stay away. Okay, we're going to go down this way, and let's not run through there. Oh, okay, I guess we're just going to go down this ladder then. Okay. Luckily, the strength stays active, or strong push stays active throughout all of your floors, so you don't have to worry about it. Ice beam! Oh, that's awesome. Is there anyone I want to teach? It's basically the most consistent and most consistently damaging ice type move of all time. Snorlax can learn it. Ah, man, if Misty could learn it, and technically, Betsy can learn it too, but I'm not going to teach Betsy frickin' Ice Beam. She's not going to she's not going to make much use of it, period, anyway. Alright, looks like we got a strength puzzle here. Got an XP there, that's nice. Okay, I'm actually going to try and use Strong Push, like I was supposed to before. There's a seal, but we don't really care. A Super Lure, that's nice. Alright, let's move down this way. This is a Zubat. Or, I guess we're not going to move down this way. Is it... which way would this be? Part of the puzzle, by the way, is also falling in the correct spots. Of course, it's going to walk... Why do you have to walk towards the Pokeball, like... Move out... Please get out of the way. Hyper Potion, okay. Not bad. Please, let's try not to... Dude, I'm getting sandwiched. Ah, man, these encounters. Sometimes the size of these Pokemon pisses me off. Okay, push this up. Oh, I forget that in this game you have to... That's annoying. Okay. I think here we can push this here. Alright. That helps. I'm trying to think. Yeah, this is the one here we have to push down. Okay. We'll push this down one. I think you push this over a couple. Yep, and then we can go to the top. So we push it one more time, and then we walk up here, and then push it down. And then, I think we can fall down one of these. Let's fall down this one. Oh, so we fall right in the water. So that blocks that off. Oh, well, we made it to where the final destination of this place is, but we're gonna save that for towards the end as we explore this cave more, because there's definitely some places we can go here. Definitely things we can do. I didn't realize we'd get to it this quickly. Tentacle. I was looking at the tentacle at the top of my screen, not this one that was spawned right on top of me. But that is exactly what we came to the Seafoam Islands for. Okay, what we're gonna do, I'm getting tired of this. I'm gonna chuck on the repel because, yeah, this is getting really annoying. Okay, we got a big pearl. Very nice there. Okay, let's keep it going here. I want to see what else we can get in this dungeon, because we're going to try and explore it pretty thoroughly. What does this say? Danger, fast current. Okay. The reason you push those down is because there's a current that'll carry you. That's the reason you push those strength boulders down. What's down this way? Yes. I thought there were battles here, but I guess there aren't. Okay, so that's nice to know, at least. If there are, I mean, there's going to be few and far in between, considering where we are at this point. We have Bubby leading, by the way. I'll just tell you that as well. We have Bubby in the lead, and you'll see why, obviously, as well. Let's continue to climb up. Where are we? I think we're on the top floor, aren't we? Yeah, we are. And there's no... Okay, so we... Yes, so we have to fall, don't we? Yeah, there's no other way. Yeah, we have to fall there. Yep, and it's like one of the puzzles in the rocket hideout where, you know, it's the moving platforms. Oh, we're back here. Okay, so how? I need to see if we can make our way all the way back. Okay, so I think we go up this way. Alright, Jen, I know you're stuck on the other side. Do we just go back up this way? It has been a minute. I apologize if I'm a little bit lost. What is the point of this room? Yeah. I can see an item there on the left side of our screen. Did we cut? Okay, I think we go up again, don't we? Oh no, we were just here. We go down. I thought we'd go back up. Oh no, we were just here. No, I'm stupid. We do go up. Wow, I'm really like, this is... I'm seeing stars, I guess, at this point. It's like someone punched me in the face. I get the ducks floating around my face. Okay, there we go. Yes, for the time being. Like this. Okay, I think we can go back up this way. Because what I will say is we do have to end up on the other entrance of this place. There's an Ace, there's a coach trainer right over there. There, we're finally back up at the top. Okay, very nice. Okay, so what we can do here is we can push that boulder down. I don't know why, because obviously in previous games, the strength puzzles, you can just push them by walking into them. Here, I guess they changed that. Push. And push. Okay, that'll fall down. We'll probably end up taking that down. See where that leads us, and then we are going to go this way, and honestly, we might as well take this guy on now. I'm surprised to find a coach trainer at a place like this. What was more surprising is I come here every single day. There's nothing else to do but battle here. Do you want to battle? Absolutely. Alright, so let's see how this goes. We're a decently good time in the recording, but let's see. Jolteon. Probably would be better to have Snorlax out here, but this isn't bad. He's got 3 Pokemon. Alright, let's see. He's gonna outspeed me for sure, because he's Jolt. Very nicely. Well, okay, it's dumb how I was able to do with the stupid friendship stuff, but at the end of the day, it's also... Nice thing about Jolteon and using Thunder in general is that's low accuracy. So we're just gonna switch to Harvey here, because I do not wanna... Yeah. At least if I got hit with the Thunder, like I am now, this isn't gonna hurt that bad. Yeah, not that bad at all. Headbutt there. I'm gonna use Thunder again. Man, of course, low accuracy, I say that, and now I jinx myself with points with it. That's quite alright, though. Okay, good job. I really want Snorlax to live Body Slam, though. Instead of Headbutt. Who's he gonna send out next? Flareon. We can just switch into Betsy here. I'm guessing he's gonna have a Vaporeon, which means I can just send out Pikachu. Alright, Betsy. Alright, and then Crab Hammer. Ugh. Easy peasy, and if it's a Vaporeon, then this will be easy peasy. Alrighty, there we go. Very nice. Should just be able to use Thunderbolt here and get rid of this thing. I do like the background, very pretty. And this is kind of the perfect place to be right now, considering what time of year it is. Everything like that ends up working out, right? Even though we're in a beach place, so the fact that we're in a colder climate in the game is pretty neat. Alright. Thunderbolt. And should be dead. Very nice. Alrighty, that guy wasn't too bad. Just a little more damage on Harvey than I'd like, and plus we're going to heal him up here, so I'm going to go heal him up here after we get whatever he gives us here. 5 rare candies, that's actually pretty good. Guess so. Yeah, I'll heal him and I'll be back in a second. Alright, I'm guessing this is the guy, Pokeballs. Yep, he gives you Pokeballs if you run low on them. Let's take this and we can push this in. Push it down, then we push it over. Push it over again, and then push it up. Very nice. Okay, let's head down the ladder. We can push this down again. And I think we have to go into the other one and we have to push that down as well. Alright, 5 Great Balls, that's always nice. Okay, no, I did not mean to... Ah! Come on, go back. Wait, go back up, please. Okay. Oh my goodness. Please. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to take this hole down. I know that sounds terrible. But we're going to take that, the hole in the floor, we're going to take that down to that floor so we can push that stone as well. And then we're going to just take this entire thing down. So push this. It's actually not a difficult dungeon to navigate. It's just I was stupid. So, alright. Push that there. And then what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go all the way back up, and then we're going to have to fall all the way back down so that we can get that other boulder all the way down. Because you guys can kind of see what we're doing, is at the end of the day, the thing we're doing the most is we are trying to get those currents to stop. And the way that we get them to stop is using those strength boulders that we have, so... You know, the one thing I'm glad that they more or less did away with completely was, HMs and stuff like that. It's just, man, it's such a pain. Or was at least such a pain. Okay, push this down. And I think from here we can just kind of fall down. I'm actually, well, let me take this down. Take this down. And I think... Actually, I think we have to go back all the way up, don't we? So those are fine now. Also, I think we can... If I'm not... Hold on, go back up, go back up. Probably fall down here. Yep, and now we don't have to worry about the current anymore, so that's very helpful. Okay. Now we can actually grab this item that we saw earlier. 3 Ultra Balls. It's actually really nice to get some extra Ultra Balls there before what we're going to do. Before we do what we're about to do. Okay, go up here, and then we can grab this Pokeball. And I believe that this is an Ice Stone, so this will evolve... Eevee into Glaceon. Another Another Pokeball here. Super Lure, that's very nice. Can't complain necessarily about that. It's helpful in certain situations. Yep, and I believe, so this is the entrance and the exit, or the exit to the other side of the island. Which is the other entrance that we couldn't access before. So, now that we've explored this entire place, I bet you guys know what we're about to do. So, we're going to find our way back. do this. Which really won't be difficult at all. Do this, come up this way, over this way, and I believe we can just go down the floor, and I think we basically should be there. Yep, right over here. Alrighty, what I would highly recommend before we do this is you save. So we're gonna land here on the shore. Magikarp, get out of the way. What we're gonna save right here. Alrighty, folks. See this Pokemon here? Let's talk to it. Everyone, welcome to our first legendary Pokemon that we can ever fight in the, well, one of the first that we can fight in this game. The legendary ice bird known as Articuno. So Articuno, is a pretty bad legendary. I do know that I think it won, like a competitive battle. A competitive tournament, like a VGC tournament, I believe it did. But Articuno's typing is terrible. It's ice and flying. Quad weak to rock. It's weak to so many different things. Switching into stealth rocks will basically kill you in one shot. But it is quick and it hits decently hard with special attacks. Also, the evasion that it gets in Blizzard, well, in Hail, but it doesn't have access to that because it's Let's Go. But regardless, it's just not the best Pokemon. It'll fulfill what it needs to fulfill, but just know that it's going to get hit hard by everything. So that's why I had Bubby in front. Now, when it comes to catching legendary Pokemon in Let's Go, they're very difficult to catch. That's why I recommended you get a ton of Ultra Balls and stuff like that, because these Pokemon are not easy, and I think they can run away, so that's why I recommend you save. There's only one of these in the game, so... Oh, well, we'll get to that in the future, but... Yeah. This thing is just as difficult to catch as your normal legendary would be in a given video game, so... in a more traditional Pokemon game, so... Ah, damn, I tried to time it. That was bad. Yeah. Let's see if we can try it again. Too bad. Oh, we have silver raspberries. Let's see if we can use this. I have to make the throw count, though. Oh, come on! It moved as soon as I went to throw it, dude. Yeah, of course, and now that silver raspberry went completely to waste. This is a case where I am absolutely willing to keep the, like, I'm not going to skip to the end. It's a legendary Pokemon. Why I'm not going to do that. Out of the, so there's 3 of these birds. All are different types they're all flying, and then they're all a different subtype. Articuno is personally my least favorite. My favorite is the one who's actually has 2 in its name. Oh my god, please hit! The stupid Articuno. Oh my god, I've wasted so many Ultra Balls. Oh. Oh, no! Oh, but no, my favorite is one that we haven't encountered yet, so... Please. Oh, it was so close. Oh, if I timed it a little earlier. Yeah, of course, it's not gonna. You can very easily run out of Pokeballs on these guys, so yeah. Nah. Oh? Oh, I just need to shut up, man. I just need to shut up. That's an excellent. Watch it shake once. Yeah, it shook twice. Of course, I get excellent and it shakes twice. I did. Like, RNG sucks. What? Hello? Why did it go that? What is it doing, man? There we go. Like, I can actually hit it while it's moving. Oh my god, so close, man. Urgh. Oh man, I've had 3 shakes like 4 or 5 times already. Come on. And what? Oh my. I know I'm getting frustrated already, but it's really annoying when like. Oh man. You get like an excellent and it shakes twice of all. Yeah, I need to be quicker. That was, I mean, that was, most of these throws are on me, like 90% of them. That didn't even count as a nice? Oh my god, there we go. Articuno has finally been caught. Very nice. So Articuno, the freeze Pokemon, legendary bird Pokemon. It freezes water that is contained in winter and makes it snow. In winter air and makes it snow. Articuno, alrighty, and that was our main objective coming here, is catching Articuno. So we've encountered and caught our very first legendary, which is really, really awesome. So now our only things we have left to do are really to head out of the Seafoam Islands, and so I'll meet you guys. Well, we'll make our way out together, headed up to the other entrance or the other exit, more or less. I believe it's this way. Then we go up this way again. And then I think we go just stupid freaking Zubat, man. What we could have done is we could have just gone the other way. Yeah, that was dumb by me, but it's alright. Oh, wait. There's a Cloyster. Come here. We gotta catch one of those at least. Something funny about Cloyster. If you've played Heart Gold or Soul Silver, or I don't know if this is in the original. There's a trainer class in Gen 4 where they're called a couple, I believe, and it's obviously a male and a female, and they have the girl has a Cloyster and the guy has an Onyx. You can kind of guess the joke there. That's one thing I find funny, that the developers very, very clearly got away with that. Yeah, so that was a pretty funny adult joke to sneak in there. I do find it funny when you know, like developers find ways to sneak like adult jokes into kids shows, like the whole SpongeBob episode where it's you know, he's got Gary and they're pretending to be pirates. It's like, oh, doubloons, don't drop them. He sets the bar of soap down. Well, regardless, everyone, we have finally made it to the other entrance of the Seafoam Islands, which means we can finally make our way more towards Cinnabar Island, which is what we're going to be doing in the next episode. So, after making our way through the Seafoam Islands and catching the legendary ice bird Pokemon known as Articuno, that's where we're going to end off. And so next time on Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, we'll be making our way to Cinnabar Island and heading west out of the Seafoam Islands. So hope you guys look forward to that. So I thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this video. Please like, comment, rate, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends, and also follow me on the socials. Those will be linked in the description below. And with that, guys, once again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this episode, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace.
High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives. You create.